What's good, my people? It's your boy Shades, and I'd like to welcome you to the Unsigned Hype Podcast, where we bring you unsigned hypes from unsigned hype artists from in and around the UK. This week, I am joined by none other than Birmingham's own, the lovely Darshae.
Hello.
How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. First and foremost, I gotta apologize to Darshae, because we had her on the channel a couple of months back, and I had a slight technical, so it was only right that we bring her back this time to make sure we get this interview and get it right. Soon as we kicked off the Unsigned Hype, we knew Darshae had to be one of the first guests. So apologies first and foremost.
It's okay, no technical difficulties today.
No, 110%. Everything loud, everything plug in. So how you doing? How you been doing so far?
Good.
This year 2021.
It's been good. I've stayed on my grind. I've released music. I think I've released 2 new singles since the start of this year, so I'm still going.
Okay, cause earlier on in the year in 2021, we had you on Saturday Night Live. That's when we first got the first sample of Darshae. But I want you to take it back to the beginning of your career then. First and foremost, what inspired you musically to say, you know what, I want to pick up the pen. I want to address this stage. I want to be an artist.
I'd say I started off doing like open mics, teen style competitions, but it was always just covers. And then I got to a point where I wanted to express myself more. So I was thinking, how do I put my story down? And I thought, you know what, let me just start writing music. And then my mum helped me. And then it started from there.
Okay, so you say you was open micing. What was you doing? Cover songs?
Cover songs, yeah. You know, like the Teen Star open mic competition, stuff like that. So I was just doing covers and singing, and then it was getting a bit boring. Like, I want to do my own stuff now.
You want to start getting creative with it, start writing your own material. Okay, then, so what was the first single that you put together as an artist and said, you know what, I want this to be the first single for the road?
Well, the very, very first song I made was about my nan, and it was called Don't You Dare.
Okay.
But it's not released, but it was one of the first songs I wrote because she was ill at the time and I was in my feelings, like, don't go nowhere.
Yeah.
But that was the first ever song I wrote when I was about 14, 15.
Okay, so you started when you're 14. How old are you now, sorry?
I'm 22
so
now.
Okay, so the journey is continued up from you was 14, so that was your first song. What was your first real single then that you said, you know what, okay, let's take it serious then, and let's get it on the road and let's get it active?
I've got, it sounds a bit weird, I've got 2 proper first singles. So one when I was with management, and then one when I was independent. So the first proper one with management was called No Coming Back.
Okay. And how did that single do when you first dropped it?
It did good still. It was like a pop Afrobeat type song. At the time, I didn't really know my sound or anything, so I was still trying to find what to do. It was called No Coming Back, and then I filmed the music video in Digbeth.
Okay.
Where every Brum artist has a music video in Digbeth.
Yeah, 100%. Because that's where that kind of it epitomizes the city. When you go to Digbeth, it kind of epitomizes the city, the streets, and it kind of brings it all together. So that was under management. Then the management issue. So I take it that you're solo now, you're independent.
Yeah, independent now. I released 2 songs with that label at the time. It was No Coming Back, and then one called So Whiny Whiny, the remix with another artist. And then I'm independent come 2020. Start of 2020, I'm independent.
All right, then let's go back into the management. So first and foremost, how did you get picked up by a management team?
In 2016, I entered a competition called the Young Entertainers of the Year competition, and I won. And then through that, we had like an artist development program to go through, and then he wanted to sign me and be my manager. And that's how that came about.
That's how it came about. So once you were signed, then did you then start to see things start to move a lot quicker, or?
At first, I got quite a lot of performances shows because at 16, 17, I had no experience performing.
Yeah.
So he kind of helped me gain confidence in the performing area. And obviously, recording in the studio, I hadn't really had any knowledge of stuff like that. So he kind of helped me start off.
In the start?
Start off, yeah.
Okay, then. So what made you then decide to go left from the management?
I just wanted a bit more independence in what I was doing, more freedom, more...
So was they trying to guide you to a certain sound or a certain kind of genre, or was they trying to mold you into an artist that they saw fit for you?
Yeah, basically, because I was very just upcoming, I wasn't very knowledgeable from what I know now to then what I knew before. And you're right in the terms of wanting to mold me into into a certain genre that I didn't really want. At first, yeah, but then later on, I was thinking, no, this isn't me.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
And then we just parted ways that way, really.
Okay, so there was no hard feelings there. It's all good, all love.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can get a bit sour, a bit sticky, you know. People don't want to release you out of certain contracts and stuff like that, but everything went...
Yeah, everything's cool.
Okay, and then we've gone on to be an independent artist now. Your first single as an independent artist, how did you find then putting that together then yourself?
Yeah, I think for my first independent single, it's done the most, like the best out of all my singles. The very first one, I think it's on like nearly 80k streams on Spotify. Okay,
so your first independent did a lot better than your first released under a management team.
Yeah. I think
that's hats off to you there. That's a big achievement.
Yeah.
And what are you saying, 80k? That's on Spotify.
I think it's nearly on 80k now. Yeah.
Okay, and so I take it that everybody received that track well then when it was first dropped.
Yeah, I think it's because it was something new, like no one's seen me do this before.
Okay.
And everyone was waiting, what she gonna come out with next. Or So
what single was that? What can you tell us the name of it?
That was called No Rules.
Okay, that was No Rules. Yeah. Okay, a big tune. We featured it many times on the show. Big tune. So from No Rules then, you've dropped No Rules, you got a little buzz now, you're starting to feel like this independent game is definitely the one for you. What was the next step for you then?
So I released No Rules, and then I decided to do a music video, and that was my first proper music video. We filmed that in lockdown.
Okay.
And then that received a lot of, like, what's the words?
A lot of love.
Buzz, love, yeah.
So the music video's on the road now. People are hearing your name. How are you feeling now as an artist? How are you starting to feel now that your material is out there? It's bubbling. People are getting a vibe from it. What kind of feedback are you getting, and how are people embracing you when they see you now?
It made me have a lot more confidence, because I was thinking, can I do this independently by myself? Can I fund for this myself? Are people gonna even pay me any attention? But because I got the love, it made me think, can do this still.
So exactly what you said. Obviously, it's all funded by yourself. So putting a lot of music is something that takes time, and it takes money as well. It takes a lot of money. To input it into it. So like, who shows you love? Like, have you got sponsors? Like, do people push you in different ways? You got family members who will assist you in this, or is it just a working full time and then you're just paying to do your solo thing on your own?
Yeah, so mainly it's me. I work as a music teacher, so I go around to different schools and teach music. So that's my main income. And then obviously I got my mom. She's my bank as well.
I mean, mommy's pockets are deep, man.
Yeah, and I've got a good set of people around me, like a close group of friends and family. And also this year it's been agreed that I've got 2 funding pots for me this year that I've been accepted for.
Is so that for you to help recording and visuals and stuff like that?
So one of them is to help my artistry, so like recording and music videos, whatever I need to build me as an artist, and the other one is for a songwriting camp that I'm going on in January. Okay.
So let's go back a second. You said that you're a music teacher then, yeah? Mm-hmm. So you're a qualified teacher then?
I'm a music teacher, yeah.
Yeah. So you got to be qualified to be a music teacher.
Yeah, I've just graduated from uni this year.
So you're not only doing bits, working, your uni, and on the music, because people need to understand, it's like, all right, people just see musicians, they just think, it's just an artist. Yeah. They don't look into what you're doing behind it, or what you've got going on for you behind it. So you say you just finished uni, and now, what is it, your first year in teaching, or?
I finished uni in June this year, but I was teaching before. I started teaching April this year, and then I finished uni in June. And I've been teaching since April. So next year, April will be a year.
Next year, and how are you finding teaching? First and foremost, what age group are you teaching?
I'm teaching primary school, so from age 4 to 10.
Okay, so not too bad then. Just a little bit lively.
Yeah.
Just lively. I know them ages there. They can get a little bit lively in the classes.
Yeah.
But I suppose when music is for them to kind of, showcase their personality.
It is, yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? So I'll be sure that you're bringing that out in them.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying. Kids are funny, man.
They're 100%. All right, then back to the music then. So we've dropped the first 2 singles. The second single was what, sorry?
Second single was Low Key. I dropped that in November 2020.
Was that lockdown time? Just before lockdown?
I don't know if we came out of it yet, I think we were just out of it.
Just coming out of lockdown?
Yeah.
I see. That side lockdown's got my brain mush. That was last year, innit?
So, a year ago.
Yeah. So we probably just come out of the lockdown. And creating that in lockdown, how was that for you then?
It was very difficult because I record in a studio with my vocal engineer and he's based in Liverpool.
Okay.
So it was a bit like, do I go to Liverpool or should I just record in Brum and then send him my vocal stems? And it was just a bit like, it was a bit hard to travel. So
what did you have to do? The Zoom way? Because obviously that's what was running lockdown.
Yeah.
Did you do any like Zoom recordings and stuff?
A lot of Zoom stuff. And then I also just went pirate as well. I think at the time pirate was open and I got my friend to record my vocals and I had to send him
the stems and whatever.
But it's tricky because when I sent them to him, he was like, I can hear loads of feedback. This isn't how I would have recorded it. And then I had to record it again. But yeah.
Okay. So recording in lockdown was kind of hard then.
Yeah, because I'm not.
It kind of slowed up the career as well a bit then.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've dropped that second single just after lockdown. What's the feedback been from that single then?
Good, very good. I did a music video to it, and it was more of like a sexy side, and it got a good response. But the one thing, my mum was like, next time can you make sure you got clothes on, please, in your next music video.
Listen, mum, we don't want to see too much skin.
Yeah. So I toned it down for the next video.
Okay. No, that's only right. Obviously, you got to think, your peers are out there. Yeah. You also don't want to give off a certain type of image, even though in today's society, that is a lot of what we're seeing from a lot of artists. Like, a lot of artists ain't really vocally as good as a lot of artists, but because they've got a certain appearance and stuff, I kind of think it kind of elevates them a little bit. And I think that's what people are playing into on the gram. But it's good to see that you got role models like your mum to kind of pull you in and say, you don't need to, because you got the talent in your voice.
I wanted to experiment and stuff like, where can I go? What can I do? Because if you've seen all my 5 music videos, they're all very different. Very, very different. So I just was experimenting at the time. Okay,
so after you've dropped them 2 singles now, you're still a solo independent artist, You're all putting in this grind on your own. You're on your travels. Has anybody reached out to you to say, can we get you on any performances? What's the feedback been like from the media, like the local media within Birmingham, like podcast interviews, etc.?
Yeah, I say being an independent artist, you got to reach out yourself a lot of the time, like reaching out to podcasts, reaching out for people to interview you and stuff like that. So I did a lot of that by myself. I got BBC London interviews, BBC introducing West Midlands.
So all right then, because this is what a lot of people don't understand that you have to do this. People just think that people are just going to come and just pick you up and just, come on, let's just interview you on BBC. How do you even go about getting an interview on BBC?
So Sundays are usually my days off. So I spend the whole day dedicating it to reaching out to people. So there's a BBC uploader where you upload your music that way, and then if you get selected, then they play it on a Saturday night or whatever. But I do spend a lot of time on like Instagram or socials searching up for the radio presenters on the stations and messaging them directly. Hi, my name's blah blah blah, can I do this? Like about hundreds of people.
And how many? I just want to know how many people respond.
I say one in about 30 responds. It's very touch and miss. But
how does that make you feel then as an artist? Obviously, you got to put this grind and you're not getting the response. So is it demoralizing?
It can be, yeah, but I've been brought up to not be so disheartened and just to keep trying. But
and just keep pushing.
It can be very disheartening as well. Like if you're not getting what you put in all this
It's
work
working,
in, and you're not receiving anything back, but you just can't give up, really.
But yeah, exactly the key. And the one thing I was gonna say is, I know you're doing it, so you gotta think however many hungry more artists out there that are flooding these inboxes as well. So as hard as it can be, and as hard as demoralizing as it can be, sometimes you just gotta persist with it, because like I said, you could at one point you could stand out from the rest of the crowd and, you know, be picked up. So what would you say so far to date, musically, in terms of where your music's been played, is the highlight of your career? Where's the biggest platform for you that your music's been out there so far?
Can I speak that is going to?
Yeah.
I'd say my music will be played during Bobby V's tour that I'll be supporting next year.
Okay.
I'd say that will be the biggest as well.
That will be the biggest platform that you've been on so far.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're going to get into the tour and how that came about as well, shortly as well. So we're on to the second single. What's the third single that you dropped as an independent artist?
March. I'm trying to get my dates together. March this year.
2021, yeah? We're in 21, yeah?
I just got to check myself. I did drop Ride the Wave
yeah, because you performed it on Shades, but it was like, you performed it on Shades, but it hadn't come out yet.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, March, I dropped Ride the Wave, and that is a song, I think it's one of my favourites, to be honest.
I like that song as well. I'm not going to lie. That's one that gets featured regular on my show when I'm doing the nice and easy, nice and mellow segment of the show. So what inspired you to write Ride the Wave?
Just coming out of lockdown, and the lyrics are about being on your grind regardless of any negativity, any setbacks, for example, lockdown, or any bad mind people as well. Yeah,
for real. So basically, you're just saying, ride that wave. Don't get caught up in the wave and end up drowning.
Yeah, basically.
It's that simple. The video as well. And I was speaking to somebody about this the other day, and obviously we was talking about the Saturday night live performances.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I'm just gonna say it out there. I'm just gonna put it out there. A lot of people come to me and say, like, a lot of the artists who I've had on so far haven't really hit that, you know, the heights of where they reckon that I should be pushing artists. But I'm saying to them, like, you're not watching all the shows then, because I'm saying to me, I put I said two people's names who I think had put on the best performances, and yours was one of them, and I said another artist's name as well. But I believe that people don't really give the artist them the chance. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I feel like they'll probably see something, and it'll just kind of, if it's not what they're looking, they won't really look past it. Do you find that as an artist as well, kind of like that? You're out there, even so it could be even your friends or your family, you're trying to get them to post something or push something that you're doing, and you kind of get a negativity from it. Not even a negativity, but if it was you who was asked to do it, you would do it with your heart and give it that 100, whereas others, they don't give you that 100.
Yeah, definitely. I've had to lock like two people off in that have been very close to me because of not being supportive. Like, all you have to do is just post something, you know. And
it's the simplest of things, though. This is the, like, come on, how long does it take? You will post up some foolishness about, you know, something that's got nothing to do with your life. It's not going to help you in any way, shape or form. But I'm asking you, can you just, you know, push this? Somebody on your page might like it and it might get me a new fan.
Yeah.
And it's basic stuff like that. So this is how deep it is. You had to lock two people off?
Yeah, I had to lock them off. But just, I don't want any negativity around me. But right now I've got a very good group of people around me that are very supportive, and I don't even have to ask them to post anything, like, at all. And that's the type of people I need.
No, and that's what it is. And that's what it is. And that's another thing where you can't really take it, because enough people will say that they're supporting you, but from a distance, the kind of hating, you get me? But it's all good. It's all good. We're going to ride that wave. We ain't drowning out here. We're going to continue to succeed straight to the top. So in regards to love within the city, who's been showing you love within the city of Birmingham?
I'd say now that I'm networking a lot, I didn't used to network before. I didn't even go to like music events or, you know, like neighborhoods and like those little music events as well. But now that I've been doing it, I've been communicating with different artists. Like,
okay.
I'm not gonna name because if I miss someone out, someone's gonna be mad. But just loads of different artists, different producers that I'm networking with, and I'm in London quite a lot now. So
okay.
I've got like a new group of people that's surrounding me as well. So
all right, and this is because we had Lard God on the show a couple of weeks back, and this is one thing we discussed with him. He's an artist who took himself out of the city to go to London himself. Now, a lot of people don't do this. The thing that you can just do it from your city, like you're just going to put stuff on Insta, the net, and it's going to reach. They don't understand the power of networking. Yeah. So how have you found that going to London? How have people accepted you in London? What's the response like been from the London city people?
London is a whole different scene, I feel like. I went there this weekend, and the talent is like a whole different level, I feel. Birmingham has some mad talent as well, but I feel like because I'm so used to the talent here, when I went there, I was thinking like, there's
this next level.
Because I'm just so used to Birmingham's talent and knowing all the Birmingham artists here. It was nice to see a fresh new talent.
A fresh pool of talent.
Yeah.
So, all right then. In terms of the difference between Birmingham and London, what would you say is the difference? What makes London, just stand out a bit more than to the Birmingham artists?
I think the London artists show that they want it more. Like they show the like you can see
the seriousness
how
in
serious and hungry they are for it. Whereas, see, I'm even guilty of it myself. Like, I don't show. Well, sometimes some people might say they do see that, they can see how much I want it, but not as much as them
how
over
others
there.
Want it, yeah.
Probably inside I want it loads, but I'm not showing it how I should.
How you should. You're not pushing it.
Yeah.
As like they're pushing it down your throat. Like, this is what I want. Like, I'm going for it.
They don't care how they come across. If they come across as too overconfident or cocky, like they're gonna put it in your face.
And
whereas,
let it be known.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
straight up.
I think that's what you kind of have to do, Yeah. And I see that as a DJ, even in the DJ game, that is something that you have to do. Like, in the dancehall scene, then, for instance, if you're not a hype selector, you're nobody. If you're not the bossy selector out there doing the most, you're nobody in the scene. So you kind of have to set yourself different. And I think I kind of agree with it to some extent. But for people who are more, how can I put it, more
laid back,
yeah. Introvert, that was the word. A more introvert person. You're not really trying to push yourself out there. Like me personally, I like messing with socials, but I could do a lot more on social.
Yeah.
But I just don't want to. Like that. It's just a case of you have to want to do it as well. But I suppose in the roles that we're doing and what we're trying to pursue, we have to be more on it. So has that made you then think, you know what, I need to up my game in certain aspects?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I've got the social media side of it down. But performance-wise, especially having a year out of performing, I'm lacking in I need to work on my performance a lot more just because I've had so much time off performing. So do you like rehearse and stuff like that? Do you? Yeah, in as much as I can, but time as well. But I'm doing as much as I can. Like, I overwork myself. Okay. So in terms of performances after lockdown, post lockdown, have there been many? Have you done any performances? Yeah, I've done quite a few. I've done some at Tile Yards, London, the Access or areas. I did one yesterday with Mobile Unsung.
Okay, do you want to give us a bit of info about that Mobile Unsung? What was all that about?
Yeah, so the Mobiles, they have like a spin-off for unsigned artists. It's called Mobile Unsung, and they've got like a competition for an artist development program for a whole year, where they get you involved with industry people and basically help you through your artistry. And then
so there's help you to work on your craft.
Yeah, hundreds of people applied, and then they got shortlisted to 20, and then I was one of the 20, and then I performed yesterday, and then
Okay, so you made it through so you got through from the hundreds to the 20. How did that make you feel as an artist then?
Yeah, it made me feel like, they can see potential. They can see that I'm doing something good.
100%. But I'm not. We don't know obviously the outcome, but say for instance, if you don't get through, I wouldn't want you to take it as a negative. I wouldn't want you to feel like
Yeah.
you know, because you've gone through the pit of hundreds of people, like you said,
Yeah.
and the Mobiles is a UK, it's a national platform.
Yeah.
So for you to get down to the last 20, that is a feat and an achievement in itself.
Yeah.
So you have to big up yourself and, you know, give yourself a round of applause for that one there.
I guess so.
You have to. No,
Yeah.
it's not no guess. So we can always. We all want to be winners, you know. We all want to be that number one spot, but there's a time in it.
Yeah.
There's a time and a place,
Time will come.
and the time will come. So if it didn't come this time, but you nearly made it there, then you have to take that positive and say, you know what, next time it's my time.
Yeah, someone said to me yesterday, because not gonna lie, I was a bit upset about it, but then someone said to me, you're still gonna make it either way, whether it's that route or another route. So I was like, yeah, true.
100%. All right then, so we've got Ride the Wave now. That's how they're doing bits. What's next? What was next for Darshae after Ride the Wave?
After Ride the Wave, I'm trying to think of my own singles. I record. No, I'm going back. I did Last Night after Ride the Wave. No, Rose Lucky. Ride the Wave. Last Night, yeah.
Last night,
yeah.
Okay.
I got there in the end.
Last night was the video, I believe, with the guy tied up, was it?
Yeah, he was tied up in the chair.
Yeah. Talk me through that then. Talk me through Last Night and what inspired you to write that, and then talk me through the video and how that came together.
Yeah, so I kind of always write through experience. So Last Night was about me going through like a heartbreak.
Okay.
But it was a heartbreak where, okay, this is the actual last time now that we're over for real.
Okay.
Because it's always been, we're over, but then we're back together, then we're over. So I was in that time, I was like, you know what, now we're over now for real now. This is the last time. This is the last night I'm going to see you now, because I've actually had enough. So that's what that song is about. And that's why I wanted to portray exactly how I was feeling in the music video.
Okay, so you felt like tying a man up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Torturing him on some next level basis.
He wasn't getting tortured. I was just singing to him while he was tied up.
But we can see the thoughts in your head though differently, like,
yeah,
you know, so it's so good you can feel like that, you know. There's nothing wrong with feeling like that, you know. If you want to tie up a man and top him up 2 times, I saw it go sometime, you get me? So what was the response like from that video? Because this is the thing, like, I like the video because it's a different kind of video. It's not your average video, just singing. You know, you've kind of put your thought and your thought process into it. So when you drop them kind of videos, what are the response like from your fans?
A lot of people were saying they can relate to it, and it makes me happy because I like making music that people can relate to. Obviously, a lot of people can relate to heartbreak and stuff like that. That's the response I got, and people liked especially the pool scene, because I was throwing like the guy's clothes in the pool and his like PS4 and stuff.
So that, I take it that was a broken PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't a real PS4. You couldn't have dashed a real PS4.
No, I mean, no.
You sound kind of 50-50, you know.
Nah, it was broke. It was broken.
It was broke. Yeah, that's all we want to know, you know. As long as it's broken, it's all good. All right, then. So you dropped Last Night, and then it was Bad B,
Bad B, yeah. But I released Bad B. That's my latest release. I dropped that in August. But I actually filmed that music video and recorded that in January.
Okay,
so you had that was before all of like my other releases, but I just dropped it later.
Okay. And that's the biggest single, the latest single that you got on the road right now.
Yeah.
And how's that the response been? Because it's a different kind of single as well. That is, it's not your average. Normally, obviously, it's been a bit low tempo. This one, you kind of picked up the tempo a little bit with Bad B. What's the response been?
Really good. I was going for more of like a sweetie type vibe, and especially with this whole TikTok trend, I jumped on. Yeah. I wanted a song where people could do a trend to. Okay. And then there was a Bad B trend that we did, which all my friends jumped on. Okay. So it got a bit of buzz around that as well. But yeah, I think it's very different for me, but I liked it as well.
Yeah, you have to stand out of the box. Sometimes you have to do something a little bit different from obviously what you're doing as well. So we've reached to the end of 2021 now. You've dropped 5 singles. They started in 2020, didn't it? Rolled into 2021.
Yeah, in the space of a year, basically. I dropped No Rules in July 2020.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So we're at the end of 2021 now. First question I'm going to ask you is, if you could have a feature, if your next single could be a feature song, and you could link up with 3 other artists from around the globe, past or present, whether they're gone or still here today, which 3 artists would you draft in?
I'm heavy on my female artists, so they would all have to be female.
Okay.
They will be Georgia Smith, Beyonce,
okay,
of course, and Doja Cat at this moment.
Okay, so that sounded like a wavy single still.
Can I add one more, actually?
All right, we're going to give you one more for the remix.
And Summer Walker.
And Summer, okay. Just dropped a crazy album as well. Okay, then, so you got a mad collab lined up there. What would you like to see in the next year? I know you got a performance coming up, a big stage show performance with Bobby V that's dropping next year. March, in the Birmingham area,
Mm-hmm.
So in tune to that, look out for tickets, etc. Make sure we're supporting around that. But if the next year, if you could write out the script for your next year as an artist, what would the next year look like for you?
Next year, I'm dropping my EP, which will be out end of Feb, start of March time.
Okay.
Along with loads of video content and a lot more performances. I'm hoping to get booked on like festivals in the summer as well. So that's my year. Hopefully, I speak it into the atmosphere.
Yeah, you gotta speak it into existence. That's the only way it's gonna happen. So you got the EP coming out next year. Have you got a name for the EP yet, or?
Yeah, but I'm not saying it yet.
Okay, that's all good. Keep it under wraps, and it's looking to drop next year around
March.
March.
First week of March.
First week of March. Okay, when you're dropping it, how are we dropping it? Are we just going to drop it on there? Is there going to be a release party? Is there going to be a stage show performance? How are you dropping it?
I'm having a big EP launch and after party. So when the day that it drops will be my EP launch.
Okay.
I'm going to have, supporting artists already. Everything's been planned. Me and my team have been having meetings and stuff to plan it.
And put it into place.
Yeah.
Now, that's a good look. And one more thing I need to ask you as well right now. Who are you feeling from Birmingham, the city of Birmingham? Which artists are you feeling, other than yourself, that you can say, you know what, I like that artist, I see them putting in a little bit of work right now, and I'm feeling them.
There's quite a lot, to be honest, but I'd say Indigo, my girl. We've been doing music. We went to the same music academy together from young, and we've been doing this together on our grind. And we're both on the same program, Girl Grind UK, and we've both been at the Mobile Unsung this weekend. Like we're kind of like
both there,
at the same
point in your careers,
still basically.
No, big up Indigo Marshall. She's doing bits for the city as well. Okay, is there anyone who you'd like to shout out as well right now? Is there anyone you'd like to give special mentions to, special big ups? Because we know you are the artist, but it takes a team to get you to where you're at right now. And I don't want you can big up your team and big up this person and forget the fans for a moment. Forget them. Let's big up the team, the people in-house who are, pushing Darshae to the world right now.
Okay, I'm going to shout out my team that's been helping me through from the first independent single, as well as my family. I'm going to say my family first because I know I'm going to get cursed. My family, obviously, they know who they are. My mom at the top. And then my team that's been helping me through my music videos, my recordings, my EP launch. And that is basically Sky, Trey, Dana, Saf, Ellie, Kyle, Lois, Benji, Liam. Am I missing anyone else? Charm, Kian. Sky, if I didn't say her already.
Sky was the first one.
Was she? Okay. Yeah. everything.
Anybody else
if I forgot you, I apologize.
All right, I'll apologize for her as well. But that's a big team you got there, you know. And I'd like to big you up as well. And I'd like to say keep pushing and keep doing the great stuff that you are doing for this artist. Without y'all as a collective, we wouldn't have the artist that is Darshae. Yeah, so keep that grind up and don't make her slip. Yeah, big up the team.
Thank you.
No problem, man. What I want you to do as well, Darshae, I want these people to, if you got a website, socials, let the people them know where they can find you.
I'm actually in the process of getting my website built. It will be finished in the new year, in January.
Okay.
Big up Kyle, because he's doing that for me. But if you can, follow me on socials. At the moment, it's at Darsh Music X on Instagram. That's DARSH Music X. Same as my Twitter. And then my TikTok, because I'm going to start getting active on TikTok, is it's Darshae.
Okay. So, Darshae, it's been a pleasure. I apologize again for the first time, but this one is going to connect, and I'm going to make sure we're out there to the world with this one. 2022 is going to be a bigger year for you. So I'm expecting to see you doing big things, and we would like to definitely get you back and see how you've got on since you dropped your EP, etc., etc. So later on down in the year in 2022, look out for me in the DMs again.
I will.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Don't get up too high and then think, you know what? Nah, better not this time. Yeah. But again, thank you very much for coming on the show. I appreciate it. Nothing but love, manners, respect each and every time.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. So until next time, who will the next guest be? You have to just tune in and see each and every Sunday right here, man. Hot92.net, YouTube, Facebook Live, Shades Entertainment. We're doing this, man. It's the Unsigned Hype Podcast. We definitely out it, man. Peace.